You're probably watching this video because your organization has decided to work with OKR. Or maybe it's a discussion that's still on the table. Either way, you might well be wondering, why should I care about OKR? By now, you've probably heard the words alignment, transparency, focus, and engagement for the umpteenth time. You've also likely watched a bunch of videos and read articles, and perhaps even been through training that primarily highlights the benefits a CEO, executives, managers, and the organization as a whole will get. Indeed, it sounds promising, but it just doesn't resonate with you. Am I right? Remember, OKR is a team sport. The benefits you've heard are all well and true. Yes, OKR helps an organization execute its strategy, improves alignment, transparency, focus, and engagement, plus a lot more. But it's critical to note that the magic happens at the team level. Teams and individuals pull the strings and ultimately drive the organization forward. Without you, there's none of that. So here's what's in it for you. The first reason for why you should care about OKR is that it gives you purpose. Now, did you know that only 5% of employees know their organization's strategy? That means a whopping 95% of employees either don't know or understand their organization's strategy. The truth is, every organization has a purpose. That is their ultimate goal and strategy. And if that strategy isn't communicated to you in an understandable way, you'll be running around in circles not knowing whether the work you're doing is actually moving the needle. In that case, the hard reality is that your work probably lacks purpose. The OKR framework and a tool like Perdoo put strategy first, ensuring that the organization's direction is crystal clear to everyone. It provides the why behind the work that you're doing. In doing so, the company goals are transparent all the way from the ultimate goal down to the annual OKRs. Teams and you now have enough context and perspective to connect the dots and work on goals that have the biggest impact. Purpose restored. The second reason for why you should care is that you'll own those goals. Leadership tends to outline annual goals and OKRs for the company, which define the core themes the organization strives to achieve over a given period of time. While they're narrow enough to provide direction, they're also broad enough to give teams the room to create their own OKRs that support these longer-term goals. Our OKR coaches typically recommend the following setup. 50% of your organization's OKRs should come from the top, and the other 50% should come from the bottom up. With that, you and your teams have a compass in your hands, allowing you the space to create and take ownership of the goals that will drive the organization forward. And honestly, there's no one better than you to have that responsibility. You're at the front line, working with processes on a daily basis, experiencing firsthand where things can be improved. You have your finger on the pulse and can therefore choose the outputs. At Perdoo, we call those initiatives that will make the biggest impact on the OKRs. Own those goals. The third reason is that you'll know exactly what's expected of you. Without clearly defined goals, it can often feel like you start something and then get pulled into different directions. Do you sometimes feel like you have a lot of work on your plate but don't know where that's heading? Well, that's typically a result of shifting priorities and a reactive effort to respond to any minor fluctuating circumstances, regardless of whether that's internal or external. With OKR, priorities are clear. You've chosen a battle to fight and have the option to say no to things that aren't worth fighting for at that given period of time. You've identified what's critical, goals are set, resources are committed, and you know what you're responsible for. That way, you keep focused on what really matters to you. Know what's expected of you. And the fourth point is that you'll know your impact. There's something so satisfying about completing a project, task, or even just striking off that to-do on your list. It's often tempting to create masses of such tasks and projects, but without a defined outcome you'd like to achieve, Is that task really helping you, your team, or organization take that leap forward? Difficult to say. With OKRs, you begin with the intended outcome. That's your objective. Once that's locked in, you create gauges of success in the form of key results. The world is now your oyster. You're free to create all the initiatives, tasks, and projects to help you move the needle on those key results and achieve that objective. You're now not only showing the work that you're completing, but you'll actually be able to quantify the impact you and your team are making as a result of this effort. It's rewarding personally, but is also evidence to support your career growth. This is also visible to the entire company, so everyone can see your progress too. Make that impact. Now, I know it's not always that black and white, but the bottom line is that OKR is about the entire organization. It benefits the CEO, but it also equally benefits you and your team. It starts with leadership and strategy, streamlining all the efforts from the ground up, giving you the trust and tools to make magic happen. So should you care about OKR? Well, if you ask me, my vote is yes. I most definitely do care about OKR. So, what's your vote?